When we talk about cryptocurrency today, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and blockchain come to mind. But have you ever wondered that the idea of digital money existed long before Bitcoin? It's a strange, wild, and sometimes tragicomic history. Starting in the early 1980s, engineers, mathematicians, and computer enthusiasts began imagining that money could exist in a digital form, and these dreams would lay the foundation for the modern digital economy. In the 1980s, experiments with electronic money began. Banks and technology companies were generating ideas for cashless payment systems. Electronic funds transfers, the first e-wallets, and encrypted bank cards. All were seen as steps forward. But most of these systems were far from the freedom idea that we associate with digital currency today. Governments and banks were reluctant to give up control. Yet each new idea made the next step possible. 1983. A cryptography genius named David Chaum introduced the idea of eCash. His system allowed users to send money anonymously. Chaum's digital wallet and blinding technology enabled money to be transferred without being traced. This was the precursor to the privacy principles of modern cryptocurrencies. But Chaum's ideas were limited by the technology and legal structures of the time. Still, it was the bold and strange first step toward digital money. In the 1990s, as the internet began to spread, digital currency ideas gained momentum at a wild pace. Companies like DigiCash, eGold, and Flooz emerged. Some offered flying, almost fantastical forms of value, virtual gold, digital gift certificates, and even currencies that existed online as jokes. People imagined an economy beyond real-world money. These communities were the ancestors of today's crypto forums. Spaces where ideas were freely shared, experiments were conducted, and failures and successes coexisted in a laboratory of innovation. In 1996, eGold was launched. People could buy and sell gold through a virtual wallet. eGold's popularity grew rapidly, but this freedom also brought legal challenges. Some eGold users exploited the system for illegal activities. Eventually, government intervention and fraud stories led to eGold's collapse. This era revealed both the promise and the risks of digital currency. By the early 2000s, experiments in digital money were both daring and often unsuccessful. Systems like Flooz, Burns, and eGold promised people virtual monetary freedom, but most fell victim to financial regulations or fraud. These failures taught communities an important lesson. Digital money needed to be independent of central authorities, and features like security, anonymity, and limited supply had to be considered. These ideas planted the seeds in minds that would eventually give rise to Bitcoin. 2008. The global financial crisis shook the world. It was during this period that a mysterious figure named Satoshi Nakamoto published the paper that laid the foundation for Bitcoin. Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This paper showed that digital money could operate in a decentralized manner, with security, guaranteed by mathematics and cryptography. Satoshi's vision was simple but revolutionary. While governments and banks held control, individuals could transfer value directly. Bitcoin was the culmination of years of strange experiments in digital money, finally brought to life. 2009, Satoshi mined the first block of the Bitcoin network, the Genesis block. Early users mined Bitcoin on their own computers and began exploring its limited supply. Mining not only produced new bitcoins, but also secured the network. This process materialized the decentralized nature of digital money and was a result of lessons learned from past failed experiments. Bitcoin's value was not limited to technology alone. People realized that digital currency allowed for anonymous transactions. Platforms like Silk Road pioneered the use of Bitcoin in real-world commerce. This revealed both the promise and the dangers of digital money: freedom, anonymity, but also legal risks and ethical dilemmas. Today, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have become part of our lives. But this revolution did not happen overnight. The strange history of electronic money is full of failed ventures, bold ideas, mysterious geniuses, and risky experiments. From David Chaum to e-gold, Flooz to Satoshi Nakamoto, the journey shaped the history of digital money. And this history shows us that technological revolutions sometimes emerge from the strangest ideas and require daring dreamers to change the world.